What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today on this video we'll be doing the multiplication of the complex number in a polar form. Now I have these two problems here. If you think you can solve these problems, how about you pause the video, try to solve these problems, and let's see if your answer is going to be the same as the one that I'm going to get at the end of this video. Now, before I solve these two problems, I just like to say thank you very much, guys, for watching, subscribing to the channel, commenting, not forgetting those who like and share the videos. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel because I've made a lot of videos on previous question papers and also on problems similar to this one. All right, guys. So the multiplication of complex numbers in polar form, really, there are certain things that you need to know before we solve this. Let me just give you a pre-knowledge before we solve these two problems. Now, let's say you have this complex number here. Let's say it has R1 with argument 1 multiplied by R2 with argument 2. Now, what happens is when you multiply the complex numbers in polar form, R1 is going to multiply with R2. And then what happens to the argument? So this argument 1, is going to add with argument 2. So basically, this is the formula that you must use. So when you do the multiplication in a polar form, this means that the modulus, they're going to multiply as usual. And then as for the arguments, they're going to add or subtract depending on the sign of this argument. Now let's make an example with number 1. As you can see here, our modulus is 3 and our argument on this one is 20 degrees multiplied by this polar complex number where our modulus is 4 and our argument is 16. So when we find the answer here, it's going to be 3 multiplied by 4. As I said, the modulus, they will multiply each other. As for arguments, they're going to add. So it's going to be 20 plus 60 degrees. There we go. So this here is going to give you 12 and polar 80 degrees. So this one here, it's really not that difficult. It was simple like that. This is the polar form. Just in case you don't know how does the polar form look like or how did it come about, I made a video on the polar form. You can go to the description, watch that video. It is an introduction to polar form, and also it will pop up on your top right of this video. Now let's do number 2. As you can see, number 2 now is showing 4 cis 65 degrees multiplied by 0.5 cis negative 20 degrees. I did explain what this cis stand for. Basically, cis stand for cos, imaginary, and sine, just in case you didn't know. So it is another notation of a polar form. So you can rewrite this like this: 4 polar 65 degrees multiplied by 0.5 polar negative 20 degrees. Right, so from there we multiply now. Remember, the modulus, they multiply each other. So it's going to be 4 multiplied by 0.5. And then the argument, they're going to add or subtract. In this case now, 65 degrees is positive minus the 20 degrees. And then this is going to give us 2. Our angle is going to be 45, which is argument. I hope you guys understand this. Really, it was not that difficult. Just in case you didn't understand, don't forget to go to the point where you got lost and rewatch, or you can leave a comment, ask a question on the comment section. I'll try to answer you to my level best. Guys, this is how you multiply complex numbers in a polar form. There is more that I want to show you guys about polar form, the addition and the subtraction. On the next video, also, I will do the division of the polar form. All right, guys, if this video was useful, don't forget to like the video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. And also share the video to your friends. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Till next time, cheers.